They have been delayed, but they are now on their way. There's someone wanting to have a very, very serious conversation about what the future holds for the both of you. I can see that this is someone with a vision in their mind, a vision of what they want their life to be. And baby, you are a part of that vision. I feel like they have dragged their feet in communicating with you, in making things right. But the unfinished business, those loose strings, they're wanting to tie them up now. I see love offer and I see unfinished business on both of these cards. A very serious conversation is highlighted, and it feels like they want to talk about the future. They want to talk about their feelings and their intentions. Honestly, I feel like you haven't seen this side of this person before, but separation from you has changed them. So let's dive deeper here. I'm Caroline, the Moon Mountain Mystic, and this is my one and only account. I will never reach out to you for any reason. So if you get a message from me, baby, it's not me. But if you would like your reading from me, hit up my inbox and I will get you booked today. I do feel like, man, you might have seen like a really dark side of this person. It feels like there was a point in this connection where they were sleeping next to you. You looked over at them and you felt as though they were your enemy. Now, I feel like they have given you very good reason to feel this way about them. You're not crazy. You're not over dramatic. Something about them was very, very toxic. And it does feel like they have been working on that. It feels like the red flags that you ignored in the beginning of this relationship are not going to be the red flags that you ignore when they come back. So let's dive in here. I really want to get down to this conversation energy because it feels like the first time, maybe ever, this person is preparing themselves to sit down and speak. Tarot, show us what we need to know about this situation. I feel like, listen, this is of course your choice, but if you are not interested in a new beginning with this person, which they're obviously extremely interested in with you, you would be able to use this conversation as closure. You know, a love offer, it doesn't always mean that the relationship comes back around. There's something about the two of you that, I'm not gonna lie, feels a little bit incompatible. And I think it's because this is someone who has, for the entirety of your relationship, lacked authority over themselves. And you're very different than that, all right? You have yourself under control, except when it comes to this person. I could see they had their ways of making you incredibly reactive, all right? Not only do we see the Fool, Two of Cups on the bottom of my deck, it reads right into this vision energy that I see. It's like this person knows that there is a whole new world in front of them, and they want you to be a part of it. Two of Wands is our partnership card here. Now, they have taken too long, okay? Too long to come in. We could see just how slow they were with the Six of Swords. But with the Six of Swords and the Five of Wands, it's like they want things to improve. This is something that they are now ready to fight for. I kind of feel like that Five of Wands speaks to their personality. They do feel a little bit like a hothead, okay? But I can see this hothead in particular, they do want commitment with you in the future. Tarot, show us what comes next. Tell us more about love offer. I'm hearing, I'm coming back for you. I told you I was coming back, and now I am. All right, I feel like this is somebody that is going to say anything and everything to try to gain you, to try to get you to regain your faith in this connection. However, I can see it's not going to go exactly as they think. Yes, I do. Okay, now I see why. I do see the Six of Cups, them wanting to return into your life. I also see the Star. It's like they want to get you back on their line. However, I see the Tower here as well. I feel like you have been preparing yourself for this moment. You have so many things that you want to tell them. And listen, you're going to tell them all about themselves here. Now, I feel like this is somebody who honestly, yes, okay, perfect confirmation with the Magician on the bottom of my deck. I feel like they want to preface this serious conversation with a little bit of manipulation, okay? And that's something for you to be careful of. However, like I said in the beginning of the reading, those red flags that you had once time ignored, you're not gonna be able to now. And when I see this combination, I mean, it feels like this is somebody who is spinning a little bit of a story for you here. You're not gonna get the truth. I wanted to say the full truth, but any of the truth from this person during this serious conversation. They think they're just going to lay down this smooth talk and you're just going to go running back into their arms. But I can see that is not what is going to happen at all in this situation. And I'm hearing dug up. It feels like you're going to dredge the bottom of this relationship, and anything and everything that needs to be discussed, yeah, baby, you're going to bring it up as you should, as is your right. Now, we also see that universe is on your side in this situation as well, and you will be seeing and receiving your justice from this person. I do feel like when I see that justice card though, man, you're dealing with a karmic. This person is a karmic lesson in your life. And honestly, it feels like you've been learning. All right, you have been learning. I can see it too. It's like they dragged their feet so long on this. Your feelings, they have been slipping away here. When I see this justice, it lets me know this relationship wasn't fair. This reconciliation, it wouldn't necessarily be fair to you either. And now universe is going to make this person work very hard to get back into your good graces. The scales will be balanced is what I am hearing. Give us a quick outcome here, Tarot. Give us a quick outcome. I feel like separation has changed them in the way that they realize who you are and they realize your worth. But there's something about this person, okay, that feels like they're still a little bit toxic. Now, this is the card I wanted to see. This is the card I was hoping to see. And now we do see it with Death. This person is capable of change. And this person, a matter of fact, it feels like they are changing as we speak. And so the way that they come out, like they may try to revert back to their old ways temporarily. But I feel like you're going to set them straight, okay? And it feels like that's what they need. If they just go back to the same old patterns, so will this connection. And it feels like that's not something you're willing to happen. This conversation is going to happen, but it's not happening in the way that they think it is. However, I do see a little bit of hope with this Page of Pentacles. I feel like if you were to just let this person run game on you, no lesson will be learned. And we can see with Justice that a very important lesson is meant to be learned here. When I see this Page of Pentacles, it does make me feel like you're going to hear this person out, but you're also going to be able to tell them so much about themselves. And that's where their lesson will just begin.